So apparently opening this chest broke the game.
So let's just do it again.
Yeah. Right, so where did we get up to? Okay, yes. We can spam through this because it's just Galoof being Galoof.
TLDR. Paper mache fell. Or
Yeah.
fell over.
Bad time.
Moving on.
Bad.
The world.
Yeah, looking at this now again, that's some really bad graphics. This looks like something out of blimmin' RPG Maker.
I didn't want to say anything, but it really does. The best thing about this is the character portraits and the text, and they look nothing like the character models.
Yes, of which I will raise a very valid point at a later point in the game.
Is it going to get worse?
For one particular character, yes.
Okay, I'm concerned.
I'm always concerned.
Doing a heckin' concern.
So, sorry, I'm going to bow out on this one because my game crashed.
See ya. Can we teleport into a game that has, not graphics?
Well,
Look, I'm not knocking the old RPGs, but this is something else.
Well, I mean, if you squint really hard,
Hang on, I'm wildly short-sighted. I'm wildly short-sighted. If I take my glasses off...
Okay, so I can't actually follow. I can't actually follow them, so I do have to go back to the Chocobo. Back to adventure. By adventure, we mean
Chocobo.
Chocobo.
Get convinced by our Chocobo to.
There we go.
Let's go.
Chocobo? Now, I have been taught what sound a chocobo makes, but I deliberately misconstrued what sound it makes.
Yes. And
Chocobo
we're just flung straight into a wall.
Oh!
Yay.
My organs!
Should I be worried that the art at the bottom, he looks like a ladyboy?
Again, I didn't want to say anything. He looks
It's androgynous because that was the kind of style of the characters. I don't know who was the character style, but I think it's the same one that did 6 and a couple of the others. So it's that kind of.
And also, he appears to be wearing something different from his actual sprite.
True. Expect to see that a lot.
Okay.
And
I think that the pictures are just like what they think they look like.
no, I think the pictures were what were originally in the game, the original Final Fantasy V game. My
headcanon is that Bart thinks he's a Chocobo. I'm just going with that. Oh god, more Brummies!
So we've seen this song and dance before.
Battle screen doesn't look terrible.
No, it's quite nice. It's quite nice.
The
Just
menus look awful.
Level up!
yes. As in all classic RPGs, if you get into enough battles, you level up again and again, and you manage to level up. Yeah, you get bonus stats, more health, more attack power, more defense, all that stuff.
Just more of all the good things for all the bad people.
Okay, my question is, how on earth did they arrive here before us when they took the longer route?
I have a better question. Why is Bart's riding a man-eating chocobo? Thing just ate 2 people. They didn't get on the chocobo. And then it's just regurgitated them.
It's all time travel related.
Times like this where...
Or maybe they have a premium chocobo.
It's times like this where I wish we just had a giant Cadillac to ride around in.
It's the old Star Wars joke, isn't it? It's how warm is a Tauntaun?
Warm enough.
Lukewarm. I also accept warm enough.
I'm not dignifying that with a response.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
Yeah. Oh no, we can't get to the Wind Shrine. We have to do something else instead. Let's have
Side quests.
Let's have a picnic.
Didn't bring any jam.
Who brings jam to a picnic? That's how you get ants.
Yeah, how else am I going to become an ant-themed supervillain?
Aim higher. Bring honey.
What, like beetles?
No, the honey bear.
I could be the blue beetle. That's a career move. I could do that.
Aim higher.
Birdman? Pretty sure it was a movie about that. It was kind of rubbish.
I never got around to seeing Birdman or the what was it called? The Unexpected Virtue of Innocence. Ignorance. Sorry, I have it on my DVD shelf.
Oh, I've definitely got the ignorance here for you.
Yeah, it's on my to-watch list. I hear it's critically acclaimed.
My to-watch list is basically just Enter the Spider-Verse on repeat, with Thor Ragnarok thrown in every now and then for good measure.
It's can't go wrong with it, but
No.
it gets a bit samey.
I posit that any frame of that movie is artwork. I would hang it on my wall.
Into the Spider-Verse or Thor?
Into the Spider-Verse. Thor's pretty good though. Oh, I just geek out over the visuals. So good.
Right.
Speaking of
Yeah,
visuals,
they had fun on that.
So I'm actually going to go save the game because who knows what's going to happen in the next half hour.
everything that is not lost will be saved.
Mm.
Wait, no, hang on. That's not how that quote goes.
Everything that will not be saved will be lost.
That would be the correct one, yes. Thank you.
So,
I think that was from...
we need to go to the Wind Shrine. However, the only way back to the Wind Shrine is through this cave network of scary, scary caves.
The wind chime doesn't seem to be very publicly accessible.
No, it's as if people don't actually want to, you know...
Just have a wheelchair around.
Worship the wind.
What about power-assisted doors? You can't have a public space and not have it accessible. This is... Well, I don't know what year this is, but there's health and safety laws and there's accessibility laws, damn it.
Trust me, they can be optional.
There we go. So now we have a new goal, as you can see at the top of the screen. So, in case people are not sure what the goal is, that's what we're reaching for.
How long before the goal becomes maintain sanity?
I think we're long past that.
Yeah, that's fair. Ha! The random encounter. Are we playing Pokemon? Why is this cave full of Golbats? I'm having flashbacks to my childhood.
I can't help you there, I'm afraid.
So hang on.
I'm concerned about your childhood.
What, that I played Pokemon? Or that I was attacked by bats in a cave and didn't become Batman?
I'm concerned for your childhood.
Reasonable.
So, starting from now, when we're going into these dungeon areas or in the overworld, we'll start hitting random battles. Random battles are, as the clear nature, random and the best way of actually grinding out levels in this game. And what we found over here is a recovery spring. Health and magic has been restored, all ailments have recovered, KOs, allies have been revived, all that jazz.
Are we stomping our way through an onsen? Are we just desecrating some hot springs? I mean, I'm okay
Shrug.
with that, but I just like to be informed.
Informed desecration.
Yeah, I need to know which gods I'm pissing off.
I suppose you need to know which ones to avoid / offer penance to at a later date.
Exactly. If it's like the god of lost socks, then I think I'll be okay. Cthulhu, I'm gonna try and stick clear of that.
I don't know. I think how bankrupt you could go just buying new socks all the time.
By definition, the god of lost socks would only lose one of my socks per wash. I'd still have quite a way to go.
All praise the
hard
locked
limit.
door.
Hail!
So it just looks as though they're praising something there.
We do appear to be ascending to rapture.
And we have a level of the cap. Let's see, can I actually...
That's slag.
So as you can see here, we have different things that you can equip characters with. You've got a right hand and a left hand. Weapons are either one-handed or two-handed. And if it's one-handed, you can have something like a shield or defensive item in your offhand. You've got head armor, body armor as an accessory. So if you want, we can actually add a leather cap to Bart's for an extra 1 in evasion, 1 in resistance, and 1 in weight.
You get that. Also, if I'm reading that correctly, can Bart's equip a bell? Do we have the ability to generate more cowbell?
Let me see.
And what advantage
Ah,
does this
no.
bring to us?
So...
No, right at the end of equipable.
So the equipable icons indicate what classes you can actually wear this at. I don't know the exact icons off by heart, but you've got sort of one-handed swords, daggers, broadswords, axes, those kind of things. They will come into play later. And I do mean...
Further in the game.
Yes.
Is this when we get to choose a career?
This is, well... This is when you would normally... That would be normally when you choose a career. In this game... Well,
Foisted upon you.
it is being foisted upon me by the great careers advisor Gilgamesh.
Gilgamesh.
So,
Advisor to all.
so we not only get to disappoint our parents, we got to disappoint ourselves in our career choices. I like where this is going.
So, this random cave system actually leads to a pirate's hideout, which means that we can't now have hot springs next to a pirate hideout, so...
Hi, Arthur.
I'm sure if we just ask politely, they'll let us through to the wind shrine. They look like reasonable people. Look at this decor, it's postmodern,
Hmm.
tasteful.
I'm detecting a kind of skull theme.
You find...
Sus-
I'm half expecting someone to just...
Baddies.
I am half expecting someone to just suddenly go, "You fight like a dairy farmer."
Ah, how appropriate. You fight like a cow. I studied the old ways.
Galoof being the words of wisdom there of, pirates are up to no good, let's steal their stuff because they obviously offer no offensive capabilities whatsoever.
We need to out-pirate the pirates. When did this game become Sea of Thieves?
About
I
20
claim
minutes
copyright
ago.
infringement. I suppose, yeah.
Hey, that did something, don't quite know what, but it did something.
Things have occurred.
Hmm.
So these are the worst guards ever. They're identical clones, and they're both asleep.
Quite. It's not the greatest. So let's see what's in the pirates. Oh,
Now, but the capstan is on the deck. You're underneath the deck, so you're going to need to go up top. That or just, poke sleeping pirates.
yeah. Well, why not? If given the option, poke a pirate.
It's a laugh, innit?
It's like the sequel.
Pirates ever do to you?
It's the sequel to Pop-Up Pirate.
Have a pop at a pirate. Yo ho ho! And stuff. Yeah,
In
this
quite.
is absolutely Sea of Thieves.
Yeah. Well, cast off means start sailing. Unfortunately, there's a slight problem because
How
you
do I
know
drive a boat?
the whole winds disappearing thing kind of means that the main mode of transport for a pirate ship, i.e., wind, isn't there.
Oh dear.
Also, Bart seems to have no concept of an anchor or being docked.
And welcome Faris.
Faris has armor down to a T.
Hmm.
Wait, I'm a valuable hostage. Maybe open with something different there, Lena.
Yeah. She's a princess of Tycoon, aka she knows business.
She could prove useful.
She could prove valuable
Hmm.
on the open market.
Now, we're not getting into
Degenerate, lecherous, piratey pirate.
Faris thinks along my lines, and Bart doesn't seem to really think.
Hmm. This is distinctly more light-hearted than Final Fantasy IV, definitely more so than 6.
Didn't 6 start with just like war crimes?
Yes, pretty much.
It's hard to be more serious than 6.
Anyway, now with Faris being... I'm sorry. In sprite form, that actually looks quite good, because it's like they're surprised. In this one, they're just going, ah! Mexican wave!
Assume the reference position.
I T-pose for dominance.
T-pose, maintain eye contact.
So, congratulations. Storming a pirate ship means that you are now actually...
competent.
Incompetent, I think that's the phrase you find. My goodness, I can't believe you're a princess. Why didn't you say you were a princess? It's as if you saying you're a princess is a bad thing, princess.
Princess.
I'm so sorry, I didn't intend to keep my secret a secret. I just didn't ever tell you.
Something terrible is happening, yes. It's called this graphical interface.
Whew. I'd say shots fired, but I'm not sure if you'll be able to see them.
Now, I can understand why Squeenix decided to do this, because mobile games and everything and such, but I don't know, it's just if they'd actually stuck with the original graphical style, there would have been a lot less hoo-ha over it.
It actually wouldn't surprise me if they were simply unable to. I remember reading a thread on Twitter recently of all of the different ports of various Final Fantasy games and how they all went horribly wrong. And the nuts and bolts of it seems to be that back in the day, Squeenix Japan just didn't give you anything. You needed a debug build to localize the text from Japanese into English. You didn't get it. You needed backgrounds to render in FMVs. You didn't get them.
Oh, so you had to start again yourself, pretty much.
More or less. I've heard stories of people getting a Japanese build of the game and they had to hack it apart and literally hack it apart themselves for a retail re-release in the West.
They're a little better nowadays.
Oh yeah, absolutely. They actually give you the code to work with instead of just here's a CD, figure it out yourself.
Wow, a CD. Retro.
So it looks as though our pirate captain has had a change of heart and we're off to the Windshine instead.
Why do I not
Bribery successful.
take my expensive pendant and pay for our passage? This is like an Uber, but on the high seas.
I'm sorry. When mentioning sort of general trinkets, I'm going to spend this general trinkets for sale. I'm immediately drawn to... I've not seen this film, but I have heard of its infamy. Little
Potion
thing...
seller?
No. This is Highlander 2, in which Sean Connery's character decides to pay for a passport, flight tickets, a full Scottish Brigadier suit with an earring.
Highlander 2?
Highlander 2, yes.
Thought there could only be one Highlander movie.
That's what many people
Which
consider
is
it.
why I stopped watching after the first one.
They understand that was probably a good move. Oh,
Also, yes, this pirate ship is powered by Dragon.
yeah. Who's this thirsty fellow?
That is Sildra, the transportation of the of whatever Faris's ship is called. I could never remember.
This is an Uber. I knew it.
I think you seem to have an unhealthy obsession with Uber. Do you want to work for them?
Not particularly.
Good man.
I
Good luck.
I could drive
Good
a
luck.
tractor or a trailer and just like fill up on passengers.
Okay,
You might make more money.
so let's... Oh, we can't save because we're currently in the middle of transportation, but here we go. We have our 4 party members, Bart, Lena, Galoof, and Faris. I'm going to spoil something quite big here, because Final Fantasy V, but anyway, Vger, you can see
Yes.
here that we have Bart, Lena, Galoof, and Faris.
Yes?
Faris, male or female?
Male?
Okay, you get a pass on that front. Faris, not big spoilers because, to be fair, Square Enix kind of sort of went, this is a nice twist for about 5 seconds and then promptly forgot that it was a twist. Faris is actually female.
Okay.
So in the original icons, Faris actually looks looks sort of more masculine than there. Here you can see that Faris is quite clearly female.
Yes, which is why when you started questioning me on the gender, I went, there's some sort of bait and switch going on here, so I'm going to say the opposite of what it actually looks like.
So
I
yes,
also have to call you out here, Ian. Like, how dare you spoil a 27-year-old game? For shame.
Yeah, who knows? I might become obsessed with Final Fantasy at some stage in my life. Dear God, I hope not. And then you spoiled it for me already.